Everybody, this is Sam Beeman with Light Talk, and I'm here backstage with
What's up, man?
Mark Hall. Hey, how's it going?
It's Bart from Mercy Me.
Oh, yeah. Well, that song, what is it? I Can Only Imagine?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I love that song. Yeah.
One of my better songs. You wrote that.
I know. Well, it's amazing what we did in Nashville together. It's crazy.
Yes.
Well, you wrote another song called Courageous.
And you're the comedian.
Yeah.
See, I got him going.
So, tell us about this song. Did you watch the movie first, Courageous?
Matthew West and I wrote the song together.
Okay.
And we had written half the song before we saw the movie. And then saw the movie and started bringing in some of the famous quotes like, "Where are you, men of courage?"
Yes.
Some of those ones into it. But I'm a youth pastor, so a lot of the lessons in the song come from things I'm doing with my youth group. And then the movie's just something everybody needs to see. So,
Absolutely.
So go see Courageous.
Yeah, definitely go see Courageous, and also make sure that you pick up a copy of Come to the Well.
Come to the Well.
Come to the Well. Yes, definitely. Mark Hall, Casting Crowns. Thank you, Mark.
Got it.
All right.
It's time to have some fun. Light Talk with Sam Beeman. We got skits and interviews. We got everything but the blues. It's on. Light Talk is on. Light Talk with Sam Beeman.
Hello, everyone. Check this out. I went to the store recently because I was going to have a get together, cookout with some guys, accountability group, and I'm already dripping this stuff. Well, check this out. I don't know if I want to set fire to this or not. I actually went to the store to go buy one of these tiki torches and got home and realized I forgot to get the fuel. So, but I have it now, and I don't think it's actually a good idea to set that on fire, so I'm going to set this right back here. I hope my guests today are not going to be bothered by that. So I tell you what, why don't we go ahead and why don't we bring out our first guest? Oh, give me just a second. I need to wipe off this desk. Oh my goodness, this is... Yeah, I don't want to catch him or this microphone on fire. So let's go ahead and bring out my first guest. Please welcome John Chapowski. Now, John, did I say it right? Or
not even close.
Not even close. Okay. So, tell me your last name again.
Chapowski.
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 Okay.
The kids call me Chef John.
Chef John. And this is Polish?
Polish.
Irish?
Mother, maiden name Irish on the mother's side, but father Polish.
Okay. Well, I apologize because I know how when people say my last name, they usually say like Bemin or Bummin or Demon. I mean, I've actually gotten mail in the past that says, "Attention, Sam Demon," and then it's B. But anyways, I'm so glad that you're on the show because there's something exciting happening out in a public school system that you're able to be a part of. So tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. About 6 weeks ago, I had a few students come up to me and ask if I would lead a Bible study group, a little devotional twice a week for the students before school started. They had gotten it cleared with the principal. It's student initiated, so there's no red tape or anything like that. And I tell you, it's funny. We are on fire for God in that school. We started off with 9 students the first day, and 2 weeks later we had 40. And this is something they come in before school. It's on their time. This is completely, student driven. I mean, I lead.
You're not pushing it at all. You're not twisting their arms, giving them like if you come in, I'll give you an extra candy bar or anything.
No,
There's no
I'm not
incentive.
threatening to burn them with a tiki torch.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's strictly their own free will, and it's exciting to see how God is moving in that school.
Yeah. And what are some of the things that you guys are dealing with? I mean, is it you just going through a curriculum in the Bible, or is it like topic oriented?
It's things that I think they needed to talk about. That obviously when we were in school, there was peer pressure, sex and drugs, and just all acting up in school and things like that. And that peer pressure has gotten worse over the years. And these students, I commend them for their faith because they live in a very tough world. They live in a very secular world. Mm-hmm. And so we talk about things like teen pregnancy. One of the important things that we talk a few times about is what you do if you feel like God's not answering your prayers. You know, do you keep praying, or do you just kind of give it up and throw your hands up in the air? And we're trying to teach them that sometimes God tests you. It doesn't matter what age you are. That, you know, the truth, there's no test, or there's no testimony without a test. There's a lot of truth to that. So that's one of the things we try to do, is keep them encouraged.
And you also have a cooking class too?
Correct. I'm the chef instructor at Russell County High School. We have a great culinary program going on right now, and I just, like I said, I feel like God's really moving in that school, and it's good when you know that you're where God wants you to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And so for the guys that are in your class, that, you know, there are those that are in your cooking class, do they ask you like, hey, Chef John, tell me about your faith, or do they see a difference in you and they want to know about this Bible study class? I mean,
a few. I think most of my students know that I'm a man of faith. I mean, I've got classroom rules posted: no swearing, no Lord's name in vain, no racial slurs, things like that.
Yeah.
That most teachers probably might not have that posted, you know.
Okay.
But I whether they allow it or not is one thing. But I'm proclaiming, hey, you're not going to talk like that in this class, you know. And I've got a few that have inquired about the Bible study, and a few of them have started coming, and you know, we're seeing different faces each time we meet, and it's exciting.
And you're seeing a lot of fruit from the ones that are coming to the Bible study? You start
Beginning
to
to.
see, yeah, beginning to? Because this is all new.
Correct.
Okay, cool. You know, what would you like to see, like, going, like, at the end of the school year?
That's a great question. One of the things we're working on right now is to give ourselves like club status. There's a field trip we'd like to go to as far
And
as
club status? You mean, like...
yearbook.
Okay, good.
Yearbook stuff.
Yeah, not...
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I grew up in Miami Beach. I'm not a club man. But we're trying to get club status for the yearbook. We are working on getting a T-shirt made for our group. We're working on getting a trip together for Judgment Journey. And the neat thing is, you know, our school mascot's the Warrior, so we've called our group the Prayer Warriors.
Okay.
I just
Cool.
love how that kind of fit, you know.
Absolutely. And I want to apologize right now for, I don't know if you guys watching this can hear in the background, but there's a lawnmower at our studio somewhere in the background cutting grass. So I just want to apologize for that.
No problem.
I didn't want that to distract you in any way.
I like a clean lawn as much as the next guy.
Now, how did you, real quick, come to the Lord?
Basically, I was saved when I was younger, and I turned away from God because I just out of petty jealousy. I mean, there's a whole story to it that I really would rather leave the past.
I got you.
But it was just petty jealousy, and I walked away. And I lived in Detroit for a long time, and really just got burnt out, and just felt like I needed to change. And you know, it was funny because I really didn't feel like God would think that I was worthy enough to come back to Him, because I knew that I was doing all those things wrong, and I still did them. And now who was I to ask for forgiveness, you know? And it's amazing that God was the first one that met me with open arms, you know, and He sent the right people to point me in the right direction. And before you knew it, I mean, I spent half my life in Detroit, half my life in Miami, and I'm in Phoenix City, Alabama, so go figure, you know. It's divine intervention at its finest.
And so you know about the lifestyles that come with some of the areas in Detroit. Were you like that 8 Mile type?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I was involved with some stuff I shouldn't have been involved with.
Gotcha. Well, I think that for anybody watching, they could definitely draw some encouragement. You know, maybe they're at that point right now where they're at the 8 Mile. You know, maybe they're at a point in their life where they're like, man, I don't know if God could take me back. And maybe they're jealous over some things,
Right.
that they're having a hard time, you know, laying those things down. So
I would say,
I think it's encouraging, though.
but I would also say at that point, just get over it. You know, God will forgive you. And if there's some petty jealousy, if you truly serve God with your heart, you might not get certain things that you wanted or expected, but I'm telling you, He will open up some doors for you that will just blow your mind away.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, why don't we go ahead and take a break here, and we'll be back in just a moment with John
Chipieski.
We'll be back with John.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
You forgot something in there.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
You still forgot something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thanks, man. I forgot my phone. I told you.
Tell him you called him back.
Okay.
You still forgot something in there.
Well, see.
Come on, I'll show you. Clean them dirty hands. Stop fighting.
Let me go.
No. Did your mom teach you to wash your hands when you were little? No. Wait a minute. Tell her to come in here. I'll wash her hands too.
Yeah.
Are you a smoker?
No, why?
No reason. I think you forgot something.
I didn't forget anything. I'm Batman.
I don't care who you are. You could be Batgirl. Go wash your hands.
I'm good. Oh, no! And we're back, and I'm here with Chef John.
Shapieski.
Yeah.
Said this before.
Man, it has been a lot of fun being here with you in the studio.
Likewise.
And to kind of wrap up this interview, I wanted to know more about this program that you guys have going on.
It's called Joy Behind Bars. Obviously, people know the acronym JOY is Jesus, Others, Yourself. And what we're working on right now, one of the offshoots of it is called Joy in the Community. And basically the whole program premise is around the premise of we want to mentor to those that are in prison. We want to mentor their children so the cycle doesn't continue. In essence, we're trying to break that cycle and mentor these kids and trying to give them some positive role models.
Yeah. And that's important. You know, I don't know for anyone who's seen the movie Courageous, but, and of course I don't want to give away too much in the movie, but that was one of the small things that they dealt with there too, is seeing a young man who is behind bars and someone stepping up.
Correct.
To come in and mentor them in the faith.
And that's a great analogy, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Wow.
Miss Edriam Lawrence is the executive director, and she's got a really passionate heart for God, and I'm just proud to be part of it.
And is there any way that, I mean, if someone wanted to join up with that, or can they contact someone to find out more information?
Absolutely. At this point, but all the contact information is on that pamphlet.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you what. I hope you enjoyed that across the screen there. That will help you. All right. Well, John, it has been really fun having you on the show, and thank you very much. Thank you for what you're doing out there with those kids, man. That's awesome. Tell you what, why don't we have we want to have a little barbecue right now with the tiki torch?
Yeah, I'll get the shrimp, and it's about the only thing we're going to be able to cook on that, by the way.
Okay, all right.
Unless you made toasted grilled cheese for you or something.
All right, well, thank you again, John, man. It's been great.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to cut to a commercial. We'll be back in just a moment.